wild views of all the mountain ranges here. Today I was going to start at Sulphur Springs and take a fire road out to Little Rock Creek. But yeah, it looks like there's a seasonal closure, so I'm gonna just do a loop up here in the high country. Coming up this way, I ran into two hikers and they suggested I go out here. Apparently there's like some peak out this way. Not a crazy magnificent peak, but apparently you still get nice views. This is a beautiful area, you know. You got this hilltop meadow kind of up here. And I don't know where the peak is. I think I might go this way though. Most incline there. But there is a nice trail that keeps going that way. So maybe in the future I'll go there. It is gorgeous up here. But yeah, very beautiful. I don't know where the peak is, but from what I'm standing on now, I definitely feel like I'm on a local high point. I'm back down at this trail, and what I think I may do is just go out that way a little ways until I get to that ridge line there and I can look down at the city, maybe. But I think that'll be nice. I don't know if the city's actually gonna be visible, but I think it's worth a shot. Looking back behind me where I was, I think I may be actually at whatever peak is here now. Not 100% sure. But I'm gonna go out a little further until I get a nice little view, show that to y'all, and then make my way down. I think this is the official peak, most likely. It's pretty flat up here, so, you know, the actual summit may be challenging to locate, but I think I've done a good job. I think this constitutes as whatever local peak this is. I don't know, I think they said Hillyer, maybe Hillyer or something. But yeah, let me set this stuff down. Okay, good. I have to get that at some point. Not too challenging though. Make my way up here. Ooh, yeah. Very beautiful area. Whatever this area is, 3 Points area in general, pretty nice. Yeah, I got these wild views of all the mountain ranges here. Pine tree, chaparral, very nice. So anyways, I'm gonna definitely get a few photographs here before heading back. I've been descending down into the canyon and I'm gonna keep going that way, but yeah, over here it's kind of neat. You got this fire road. I've never really been up this one, and I think that might be a nice future trip to do. But yeah, up this way too, there's a little bit of a water tower type thing. You know, you can see some of the piping, and yeah, you know, it's pretty neat. And maybe we'll get some good views up here too. So I'll check that out. This is a little bit of, well, has a little bit of graffiti on it, but yeah, anyways, not gonna go too far up this way, but quite a nice little canyon view there. I think I'm at Older Saddle too. Didn't really know the name, but now I do. Yeah, this must be Older Saddle between that canyon and this canyon. Nice little saddle. Sulphur Springs is just right over there, but I think really quick what I'm gonna do is just go up that way and just kind of look down to see if Little Rock Creek or whatever fork of Little Rock Creek is closest has water. The gate behind me is actually open, so I'm not sure if I could have driven this earlier in the year, but you know, maybe next year I can actually drive down and save some time. You know, I think if I had started right about there and gone out to the reservoir, I think the distance would be over 20 miles, which is fine. Like, I've done that before, but you know, to really explore the creek in this area, it would save a lot of time to just be able to drive out here and you know, park at maybe one of the recreational areas and just go up and down the creek in certain sections. Right now, I don't see any water in this section of the creek. I don't know where it officially sort of turns into Little Rock Creek or a fork of Little Rock Creek, but I figure if I do come back here, it'll be in the late spring or something like that, like after the closure back there opens. But for now, I'm hopeful there's water up near Sulphur Springs. This is the Sulphur Springs campground area. Got a few outhouses here, picnic benches, fire pits, but yeah, let's go find that Sulphur Spring. This is not the Sulphur Spring, but there is a little bit of moisture here actually, and you do have this big chunk of ice. So yeah, it's definitely chilly here at night, although it's not too cold right now. Right here we have the spring at Sulphur Springs. A little bit of ice, but overall definitely still flowing here, although not at a very high rate by any means. What I may do is stick the bottle kind of under there and purify this water, but as it says here, the water is not tested and it suggests you boil for 5 minutes before using it. Doesn't really feel all that fast, but it's getting there, you know. All right, here we go. Nice and cool water from Sulphur Springs. Very refreshing. It doesn't really taste like sulfur at all. I don't smell any sulfur, don't taste any sulfur. But yeah, it is a spring. And if you guys have been following me for a bit, you know I went to 2 hot springs last week. And this is definitely not a hot spring. But there may be some more hot springs in the future this year. So you'll want to stay tuned for those. Anyways, I'm going to grab a little snack and then maybe fill this up once more and keep going up the trail. Do an apple and cheese this time, so. Good combo. I just realized that I can just leave it there to fill it. I don't really need to hold it, so it makes it convenient, and then I can purify immediately after when it's overflowing. This is how I do it, so keep that a little loose so the air can get out. And then it's just body weight, you know, and this slowly goes down, you know, maybe 30 seconds or so. I have pretty pure water and nice and cold, so very convenient tool. Not sponsored to promote this by any means, but I think this is a Grail water purifier, and I like it. It's convenient. So fresh water right there. One last look at the spring here, you know. Again, there is quite a bit of ice here and there. And one more thing I'd like you to look at. I mean, there's this sort of thing, obviously, but there's also back there are these water towers. And I've gone back there at one point and just kind of poked around, and that could be where the actual spring is. You know, you do see some seeps kind of coming down there. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go try to find the trail that kind of cuts back through that way. The Sulphur Springs campground is definitely a nice campground. It's got a bit of room, not a whole lot, but you know, I have been here in the past. I definitely came maybe a couple of years ago, a couple times in the summer, and I recall frequently seeing backpackers and PCTers here. So definitely a spot they like to hang out at. I've never camped here personally, although I have been here a bit. I'm sure it's nice, but yeah, anyways, I think there's a trail that way, maybe coming up pretty soon, that I can take to connect to 3 points, and then I can jog on the road back to where I parked. Pretty neat little plaque here to all horsemen from Area 9 of Equestrian Trails Inc. and in cooperation with the U.S. Forest Service. Got a neat little horseshoe there. This is another part of the Sulphur Springs camp area. I think the trail is just right there, so that's what I need to take back. 2 little routes here I could take. I don't remember which one it is. I may start going this way, and if that doesn't look familiar, I'll turn around that way. But anyways, yeah, I came from up here, and it has been a while, I'm not gonna lie. I've been at it for a bit jogging, confident I went the right way. Angeles Crest should be up there. 4 miles seemed a little far, but maybe that's not the case. Again, it has been a while. But really quickly, I want to check out the remnants of what looked like maybe an old road behind me, so should be neat. I know there's a Christian camp nearby, but I'll keep my eyes peeled for trespassing signs and stuff like that. There is definitely an old fire road here. I'm not sure what it's going to lead to, but we'll find out in a moment. Oh, maybe an even newer fire road. Yeah, pretty neat. That looks like that could be the Christian camp. There is this road here, and I don't really know. My guess is it's public because it connects to that road there. But I'll keep my eyes peeled for any signs. I don't want to trespass or anything like that. I'm actually just gonna head back to the trail. I think I know the general area where I am. There is this Christian camp here, and I think there's a few points you can access it where it says like no trespassing and stuff. This route, you know, there's no trespassing signs anywhere. But yeah, I think at one point I did accidentally get there go to that property or something like that. And this was well beyond, I think, the statute of limitations for that sort of thing. But there is a little pond there and a few other things, but I'm gonna not invade on that space. I think that, this is an area where there are a lot of trails, a lot of old roads, stuff like that. And I think it's just good to try to identify areas where there are private property or there is private property and leave those areas alone. So yeah, anyways, about to make it back to the main trail. And yeah, back on the main trail now. It is a nice trail too. Definitely if you come here in the late spring, early summer, there are Mariposa lilies that grow here that are quite nice. I know there's quite a few varieties in the mountains here, but these ones are sort of like a whitish purple color. Pretty cool, I've seen other wildlife here, generally speaking. Today, not too much, to be honest. A bunch of squirrels, birds, stuff like that, but no real large mammals yet. So yeah, that being said, it's been pretty nice. I'm gonna try to get back to my car quickly now, but yeah, also next week I'll try to do things that are a little more neat and interesting. I don't know. I mean, this might be pretty cool to y'all. I don't know what you like, but personally, I was hoping for something different. A lot of this I've been on before, so that mountain was kind of cool. Checking out the Little Rock Creek, seeing if there was water flowing was neat. I just came up here, and this looks like another section of road that probably goes down to that camp, but I don't see any private property signs. I just see a bunch of rocks, so I'm not really too sure about the road access there. Beautiful area, lots of pine trees and whatnot. Angeles Crest is just right there. I'm pretty close to 3 points, but I thought I'd point out all the neat little cottages, all that infrastructure over there. Very beautiful little red buildings. Some of them have green roofs. Pretty neat. The 3 Points parking area is right over there. I see someone having a picnic, so I'm probably not gonna film a bunch over here. But yeah, I just gotta kind of jog back on the road to the closure and then drive back down. I'm jogging back on the road. I think I'm pretty close. The sun's kind of going down now, but I was looking down and I do remember taking this trail at one point. I guess I've done a lot here now that I think about it, really. And I've done so much at times that I forget about things that I've done, like that trail. So yeah, but anyways, getting close. I'd say this was a nice excursion. Even though the video might not be super interesting, I still really enjoyed myself. And the high country is very nice now. I agree, we do need some rain, but just the air here is great. And yeah, look up there too. There's a little yurt right there. So nice way to end the video.